as you can see, we're grey today. We're very, very grey. Good morning, my loves, and welcome back to another video. Now, today's video is going to be a full day of eating, but first of all, I thought I would catch you up on day, I don't know, isolation 157. It's not that long. I think we're on week 5, but I'm not too sure, and I keep on forgetting the day. Like, it could be any day right now, but we are on Tuesday. I'm gonna try and get this video up for tomorrow on Wednesday. Is that like the 29th? I think it's the 29th on Wednesday. Who knows? Who really cares? Nothing really matters anymore. Before we get started, I wanted to talk about my face. I don't know if you can see. You might not be able to see that, but anyway, I am peeling and extremely dry. I have got a bit of foundation on because my face it's red raw at the moment, and the reason why is because I've been using a retinol for around about 4 or 5 days now. So that is the ZO product. Actually, let me go and get it. Okay, we're back. So this is the one that I'm using. This is a ZO product, so you'll know if you watch my morning routine. If you haven't watched my morning routine, go have a look at that because I show all my skincare. This is specifically for the night time though, and the reason why I bought it from the Skin Doctor clinic is because I do still actually, but I used to suffer from more breakouts on my mouth and chin, but my skin texture was a little bit kind of broken in some places. So Dr. Selena, who I go for my skincare, has always said about retinol. Going on to retinol, I've had peels before, and so I started using this. Now, you do get red and quite stingy, and when I woke up, when I first put it on in the morning, I was like, because your face is like a tomato, but I can already notice the difference in like my skin texture. This isn't like to buy off the supermarket shelves, like it has to be, it's like a prescription thing because it is quite hardy. I just thought I'd talk about, especially around my chin area, that if I'm a bit flaky, it's not because I'm peeling from the sun. Like, there's no sun going on here. I thought I would show you a full day of eating. Now, before we start, I wanted to have a little bit of a chit chat with you because a number of people have been asking me how I'm so okay. I'm definitely not joyful all the time, but I was thinking about this just this morning, why I'm kind of handling this, why I may be handling this a lot better than some people. Now, I'm not talking about the people who are poorly during this time, who have just lost their jobs during this time, because this is like that's a separate thing. Like, that is completely understandable, and to be honest, any single emotion, regardless of your job situation, your finances, your health, is also understandable. Your emotions are always valid. But I suppose I've been kind of handling this well because, like I said in my morning routine, my lifestyle hasn't really changed too much. I really miss my family. I miss seeing friends. I miss going to the hairdressers and like sorting out this whatever it is on my head. A really, really big factor in my life are my routines. So you saw my morning routine, and every single day, especially during this time where I know that my mind can wander, I know that I can like spend hours scrolling, I know that I can watch like fake news channels in America, like I'm not sure what's going on there, but bizarre times. Having structure and routine and almost like a loose plan in the day, even if you don't feel like it. So when you feel like I can't do this, I'm out of control here, you have a structure on the page, and like 12 p.m. have my lunch till 12:30 and do some, say, emails at 1, and you have a loose plan, so you can always, when your mind and brain are like, I'm not here today, you have that routine. And even if you don't stick to it, I honestly would recommend having some kind of loose structure, even if you're not used to it, because I just think it's really important. Like, you know, even if you haven't got work at the moment, I do think having that little bit of structure in your day is highly, highly important. Secondly, I would say I do think that people who are extroverted, who vibe and get energy off other people, maybe are struggling with this a lot more. For me, I have always been very introverted. In fact, being around even really close friends and family, I struggle with my energy levels, and sometimes I do have to have a little bit of a break. Like, I do love to spend time on my own, and I know some people would think that was kind of weird, but that's how I've just always been. I know some of you maybe won't see the power of doing self-development work, but honestly, that is a total game changer, because what this has brought up, and this is the reason why I think a number of people who on the surface don't almost seem like they should be struggling but are, is because what we've done is we've had to halt our busy lives and be chucked into our own thoughts at some point. We almost can't like plan ahead for the future, because we don't really know to a certain extent at the moment what the near future holds, or even, you know, in a few months' time. And that's a really scary part, and it's a quite confronting part as well, to almost not be validated and our self-worth attached to things. And I know that's kind of deep, but I do think sometimes it's why a lot of people are struggling is because everyone filled their time to bob out different places, to go for meals, to see friends, and often we don't, well, I can't remember any time in my lifetime where we've actually had a moment where you have to be in your house the majority of the time in the day, and you have to sit with your own thoughts. And it's confronting, it's daunting, because things come up in our head which we're like, I don't want to think about that. But like I'll always say in every single video, but specifically at this time, what I eat videos are a very highly requested video. I've done a whole thing about weight on my Instagram story time. So I've started to do story times, if you don't follow me on there, where I just kind of discuss certain topics that we may be all thinking about at the moment. And one thing was really about weight. So if you want to hear me talk about how I'm staying the same weight and eating consistently at this moment in time, head over there. I've saved it to my highlights and story time. But again, talking about food and nutrition, and if you're struggling with eating well or binge eating, emotional eating during this time, I'm not here to dictate and tell you like that is wrong, you shouldn't be doing this. All I wanted to do is kind of bring you a typical day of eating when I haven't got much in the fridge, but I tend to eat pretty similar meals every day. I also want to put it out there that I am single, I'm on my own, so I'm not like cooking for a family. I haven't got 2 children, I haven't got a husband to feed, you know, it's not like that. I can really dictate what I eat and what I fancy and what I know that makes me feel good in my mind, physically and productive. So if you are interested, keep watching. It's got to a stage where I don't even know why I show you this breakfast anymore. It's just what I have every single day. Oh, we're definitely running out of oats here. Why have I got 2 scoopers? So, if you are new here, if you're not, feel free to skip past this actually, because yeah, it's just like my standard breakfast. But I have the bulk powders, fine oats. So when I first got this, I was like, I'm not sure about this, because it comes out in like a proper, as you can see, a powder form. So like this. I mean, there's only a little bit left. Let's just go. Let's just go right ahead. Waste not, want not, ahead. The vegan protein, a scoop of that. Now, I am not vegan at all, but I just find the vegan protein, it just doesn't affect my stomach like a lot of things. So I've got my oats and I've got various toppings. So I've got some Lind's dark chocolate. I've got some frozen berries, so frozen blueberries. And I got these the other day. They're called Wonky Veg from Morrison's, or Wonky Berries. So there's blackberries, strawberries, blackcurrants, and raspberries. It was so cheap for just like a big bag. So I'll put a few spoonfuls in there. I've also using the goji berries from bulk powders, and then I'll use a little bit of this butterscotch flavour zero syrup. And that is it. I think that looks blooming delicious. And I have this literally every single day, without fail. I think I've probably had it for the last 5 weeks straight for breakfast. So there are my oats. And what is the time actually? Give me time. I normally start eating around this time. I just have my 2 coffees before. And we are back with a peelier face than before. So peely and red today. It's like the worst it's been, and I choose to vlog. But anyway, whatever. We're in a real day today. So this is what we're working with. I have a frozen piece of toast because I just don't eat a family size bag of bread in the time that it doesn't go off. So I just freeze it. We have got some pepper that has seen better days, some mushrooms that I'm gonna fry off. It feels like ready, steady, cook. A tin of tuna. Got an egg, which I already cooked a few days ago. I like to cook some hard-boiled eggs, so there. I'm gonna do some mayo with the tuna. I absolutely am obsessed with this garlic and herb seasoning from bulk powders. I just find it so easy to like shove in things for flavour. Then I've just got some Himalayan salt, so we'll put that together. Honest, I'm quite happy with this. I've got like a tuna-y, peppery thing with lots of seasoning, bit of mayo, a load of mushrooms, which I love, and a little egg on the side on toast. Right guys, I'm even more catfish than I was earlier, and I really can't be bothered to perch you on anything. The time is 3:38 and I'm about to make a small snack. I think I'm gonna make a smoothie because I haven't really got anything else. There's no other options. I got sent something the other day and it's come just at the right time. I'm gonna get on the floor like this. It's from a company called Hyper Rice, and if you've seen my Instagram recently, you'll know I literally use this every day. I can't stop raving about it. So I'm gonna show you. I do it down here. I mean, it'd be better if someone else did it. Oh, bloody hell, that is my hip. And it's, I mean, it's quite intense. And I kind of, just follow it down to my knee. It does, the only problem is, it does sound like you're drilling, and I worry about the neighbours and what they're gonna think I'm doing it. So I saw on Lydia Millen's channel, she made a lemon and ginger tonic. And you can have it hot, you can have it cold, you can have it as a shot. I'm gonna add a little bit of honey to it. So I've got some of the ingredients. I'm gonna show you how I make it. I don't know how it's gonna turn out, I've never made it before, so it might be interesting. And I'm also gonna make myself a little bit of a smoothie before I do some more work. So to make this ginger and lemon tonic, you're supposed to grate 100 grams of ginger root into a saucepan and boil it with 500 mils of boiling water. Now, I had to eyeball the ginger root because I don't have scales, and I also decided to make a little bit more, so I had 750 milliliters of water. So you bring that to the boil and leave it for 45 minutes. You then squeeze 3 lemons into it, and you have the option of adding a tablespoon of honey. For my afternoon smoothie, I made it at the same time. So I used just the frozen fruit, again, those frozen wonky berries, which are so good and so cheap. And then I use a little bit of pineapple to add more sweetness, a scoop of the vegan bulk powders, protein, some spinach, ice and water, and some chia seeds that I had also from bulk powder. And as per usual, I forgot to end the video, so I'm gonna end it here the next day, the next morning, and I look like a greasy seal at the moment. I found this old moisturizer. I've just had to do a disclaimer on my Instagram because I found some old moisturizer this morning that seems to have settled on my skin like looks like sunflower oil or something. But I just wanted to give you a skin update. I have got a little bit of foundation on because I've been filming this morning for Instagram, but it's looking a lot less flaky this morning, so that is a good thing. For last night's dinner, I had some frozen prawns, some frozen veggies, and also I found this Jamie Oliver lentil mix thing. But I really hope you found this day kind of useful because I really didn't have much in the house at all. It was kind of just odds and ends. And that's what I've just found recently, that I can make healthy, nutritious, quick, easy, cheap meals without having to go to the shops all the time and buy loads of weird ingredients. Like, you don't need to do that to be healthy. It's like a nice treat now and again to buy a nice kombucha or something like that, but we don't need it in our everyday life. We just need to get the basics right, get enough protein, carbs and fats, drink enough water. That's disgusting, there's hair on the bottom of it. I actually mixed some of the lemon and ginger tonic that I made with some water, so I've probably put that much of the lemon and ginger tonic mix with this much water. So I keep on filling that up and drinking it. It's just really refreshing. So let me know if you try the tonic as well. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys. And until next time, have a lovely week and I will see you next time. Bye.